What is up, guys? It is Marcus from Perspective Sports, and today we are going to discuss the hottest topic in sports right now, and that is LeBron James versus Michael Jordan. Every realistic basketball fan knows that LeBron James is a top 2 player of all time, and the only person who you can compare to Michael Jordan, aka MJ, aka the GOAT. That means greatest of all time. But that last nickname may belong to LeBron now. And I, for one, have gone out on a limb to defend LeBron against the haters, so to speak. But usually I don't like comparing players from different generations because it's almost impossible to do. How will we know that Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain would dominate in today's era of stretch bigs? But with all that aside, I think we do have enough numbers and film to debate whether LeBron James or Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. I've broken this video down into 4 categories, and the first one is dominance at a young age. LeBron James is one of the most, if not the most, hyped pro sports draft prospect in the history of sports. Since LeBron was 15 years old, he was in the national spotlight and was labeled the next great basketball player at 15. And during his freshman season, he led his high school of St. Vincent St. Mary's to a perfect 27-0 record, winning the state championship while averaging 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. At 15 years old, playing against 18 and 19-year-old men. In his sophomore season, his numbers jumped to 25 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists, while leading his team to a 26-1 record and being named the USA Today's first team. LeBron was the first sophomore ever to receive this honor, and winning Ohio's Mr. Basketball, the first sophomore ever to receive that award, leading him to be named the Chosen One by Sports Illustrated magazine after putting up 28 points a game, 9 rebounds a game, and 8 assists per game. He was named Gatorade National Player of the Year, the first junior ever to receive that honor. And to end off his high school campaign, he won his 2nd National Player of the Year, averaging 30 points a game, 10 rebounds per game to go along with 5 assists per game, while playing perennial powerhouse schools like Oak Hill Academy. As for Michael Jordan, we all know his respectable high school campaign, from being cut from varsity. Remember, Michael Jordan was just 5'8" when he lost out to a 6'6" big man in his freshman tryouts. Then he grew to 6'4" and starred from then on out. Despite being a standout, he didn't get recruited much until Roy Williams, a young North Carolina assistant at the time, spotted MJ and invited him to a Dean Smith camp, the then head coach of North Carolina, and a legendary coach at that. Later, MJ would commit prior to his senior season to fully focus on basketball and would spend 3 years in North Carolina averaging 18 points a game, 5 rebounds a game, to go along with 2 assists for his career at North Carolina. Both were a part of loaded draft classes. LeBron was with players like Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. Meanwhile, Jordan had players like Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley, and John Stockton. LeBron was the clear-cut number 1 pick for his hometown Cleveland Cavaliers, who owned the number 1 pick. Meanwhile, Jordan had a bit of competition. Hakeem was thought of as the surefire number 1 pick, and then Michael Jordan should have followed second to the Portland Trail Blazers, but fell to third after Portland decided to take Sam Bowie out of Kentucky. But Portland has a history of missing out on elite-level players, Kevin Durant, which led to Michael being taken 3rd overall by the Chicago Bulls. And this is where both of their NBA careers start. LeBron hit the ground running in the NBA, taking a 17-65 overall team with the number 1 pick, 35-47 while averaging 21 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, 6 assists per game, and 2 steals per game as a rookie. Michael Jordan also hit the ground running, taking a 27-win team and making them a 38-win team that would eventually lose 3-1 in the first round to the Milwaukee Bucks. Safe to say the Bulls weren't ready for the playoffs just yet. That season, MJ averaged an amazing 28 points a game, 6 assists per game, 7 rebounds per game to go along with 2 steals per game. A legendary stat line for a rookie. But after that amazing year, Jordan took a big step back as his team went from 38-44 to 30-52. Jordan's averages also saw a dip as he only averaged 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. On the other hand, LeBron's numbers shot up to 27 points a game, 7 rebounds a game, 7 assists per game, and 2 steals per game, leading the Cleveland Cavaliers to a 42-40 record despite having a coaching change during the season. Let's fast forward 3 years into the future. Both players are now 5 years into their careers, and LeBron now averages 30 points a game, 8 rebounds per game, 7 assists per game, and 2 steals per game, and has led the Cleveland Cavaliers to the second seed in the Eastern Conference 3 years in a row, making it to the conference semis twice in 2005-2006 season and 2007-2008 season, in the NBA Finals in the 2006-2007 season, despite getting swept by the San Antonio Spurs. But look at the roster he took to the finals. On the other hand, Jordan has now been swept twice in the first round by the Boston Celtics 85-88, and has now made it to the conference finals once before losing to the Detroit Pistons. Now that leads us into our second part, value. Contrary to belief, LeBron is and was way more valuable to his teams than Michael Jordan. When LeBron left the Cleveland Cavaliers, they went from finishing top 2 or first in the Eastern Conference for 5 years in a row to 19-63 with the number 1 overall pick. And then when LeBron left Miami, they went from going to the finals 4 years in a row to missing the playoffs with a 35-47 record. When Michael Jordan left Chicago the first time, they went from 57-25 to 55-27, and were a couple of calls away from making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Remember, Jordan played on what was and still is widely regarded as the best team ever assembled. Durability. LeBron has been heckled in recent memory for taking nights off, but his strategy seems to be working out perfectly. When LeBron plays, he always shows up. If he's not scoring, he's facilitating the ball, he's rebounding, he's playing defense, etc. LeBron has also never sustained a serious injury or an injury that kept him out for an extended duration of time. Meanwhile, Jordan took whole seasons off, 4 to be exact, citing mental and physical fatigue. So much that he played an entirely different sport in baseball. On top of that, he's had a broken foot before. LeBron has also played a sizable amount of more minutes than Jordan, being in the Olympics in 7 straight NBA Finals. So yes, LeBron is more durable than Michael Jordan. Playing with no help. Now this topic somehow falls by the wayside. Jordan without help didn't make his teammates better, didn't win games, and due to a weak Eastern Conference, made the playoffs and got swept. LeBron without help led his team to 5 straight second or first seeds in the East, and with no help against one of the best rosters ever put together, the Golden State Warriors pushed them to 6 games with Matthew Dellavedova as his second best player. LeBron has done better than any other player with no help in league history. Numbers. LeBron James is the only player in NBA history that is top 20 in points, 7th, assists, 12th, and steals, 20th. Let that set in. Now let's take a look at the career numbers between Michael Jordan and LeBron James. I put an asterisk by titles because you can't compare titles when comparing players, because titles are a team achievement, not individual. And for those Jordan fans who love to pull out the 6 titles, so what you're saying is Robert Horry is better than Michael Jordan, Bill Russell is better than Michael Jordan, etc. Now let's just look at the numbers. Michael Jordan has more career points than LeBron James with 32,292, LeBron at 28,787. LeBron has more career rebounds than Michael Jordan with 7,707, Jordan with 6,672. LeBron has more assists than Michael Jordan, 7,461. Michael Jordan has 5,633. Michael Jordan has more steals than LeBron with 2,514. LeBron with 1,749. Games played, Michael Jordan by 11 with 1,072. LeBron with 1,061. LeBron has more minutes played than Michael Jordan with 41,272. Michael Jordan with 41,011. They both shoot identical field goal percentages with 50%, and LeBron is a slightly better, literally slightly better three-point shooter at 34%. Michael Jordan is 33%. But take a look at this. LeBron is light years ahead of Michael Jordan stat-wise in the playoffs. LeBron has more points than Michael Jordan with 5,995. Michael Jordan with 5,987. More rebounds with 1,862. Michael Jordan with 1,152. LeBron with 1,439. Michael Jordan with 1,022. LeBron has more steals with 382. Michael Jordan with 376. LeBron has more games played with 212. Michael Jordan with 179. LeBron has more minutes with 8,915. Michael Jordan with 7,474. Michael Jordan does have a higher field goal percentage of 49%, and LeBron has 48%, and they both shoot identical 33% from the three-point line. Factoring in dominance at a young age, value, durability, making teammates better, and most importantly, the numbers, I think it's safe to say it's LeBron, the GOAT, James.